Hello guys, and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we're going to discuss the ninth house in Vedic Astrology. And this is the ninth house. For Libra Ascendant, this is the Ascendant. For Libra Ascendant, ninth house will be ruled by Gemini, so Mercury. But in this case, we're just going to make a general explanation what is ninth house. So let's start now. Ninth house is called in Vedic astrology Bhagya Bhava, and it is related to Sagittarius and of course Jupiter, because Sagittarius is the original ninth sign in the zodiac belt. The motto of the ninth house is I guide. The direction is southwest. The Karka, of course, is Jupiter. Digbhava, no planets finds Digbhava, directional strength, in this house. The type, this is the third Trikona house, and this is the strongest Trikona house. So this is the most important Trikona house. And this is Dharma house, one of the most important Dharma houses in the Vedic chart. The body parts that this house rules are the thighs. That's the same as Sagittarius, the hips and the thighs. So now we are going to discuss what is ninth house. Ninth house is the house of religion, philosophy, the house of luck, optimism, unexpected luck. If you want to see whether you're going to win from the lottery, maybe you have to check your ninth house. This is part of the wealth-giving houses too. 2nd and 11 are the main one, but the 9 is wealth-giving house too. So religion, deep understanding, religious understanding, religious moral, religious ethics, law and law of life. I mean, not only the law in the court, but law of life. Ninth house is long distance traveling. Ninth house is the father too, but the father like guru and teacher. Ninth house is the higher education, higher communication. Third house is the lower communication, for example, media, TV, cinema, gossip, online communication. But ninth house is religious communication, philosophical communication, ideology, ideas, opinion. Everything is ninth house. The father, as I told you, and every guru, teacher, the house of guru, teacher, education, universities. This is the house of advice, counseling, consulting. And if you want to know whether you'll be good wife coach, for example, you have to check your ninth house. Ninth house will show you whether you'll be able to give and guide people, to advise people. So check your ninth house. This is the house of faith. This is house of belief, your belief system, the things that you worship. Be careful with the ninth house, because if you have a lot of malefics, you can become a little bit fanatic. How to say that? Yeah, fanatic. Even you can become a terrorist. Even that. If you have a lot of malefics in the ninth house, because the original ninth sign is Sagittarius. It's religion, philosophy, and if you have a radical philosophy and belief system, this can cause a lot of pain in the world. Okay, this is the house of pilgrimage, the house of different cultures. This is the house of your blessings. This house can give a lot of blessings. This house can give a lot of good luck. So if you have strong ninth house, this may mean that you are a lucky person and you are protected from the universe, of course. This house can be related with charity, with your virtues and performance of your good deeds too. So ninth house is very very good house that helps you to, that can provoke good events in your life. So if you have good planets here, this may bring a lot of luck and optimism in your life. Of course, now we're going to see the planets through ninth house. Just short and brief general explanation. If you want to know your chart, you have to go to my website. For example, there is chart calculator. I have separate video about how to check your Vedic chart, and there my website is www.astrology-coaching.com, and there's a tab chart calculator. You go there, put your details, and you see your chart. Of course, if you want consultation or you want to ask me something, you can always write me in Facebook or Instagram. I think you can write me, and yeah, or email in the website. Although the best option is Facebook, Astrology Coaching by Anatoly, or in my Instagram. This is the best option. So now we are going to start discussing the planets. I forgot, before starting with the planets, I forgot to say that ninth house is controlling grandchildren. Not only the father, but your grandchildren. It can show you the third child that if you're gonna have third child too, because fifth is your first child, seventh is your second child, and ninth is your third child. Okay, so if you have Sun, if it's in a good place, this means very strong father, very strong connection with the religion, with the philosophy, with the belief system of your father. And if it's debilitated, this means issues with the father, of course. Moon can mean that your mother can become your father-like figure, or your father can be very gentle, very caring, or your father can become your mother too in some way. I don't know. Moon here can make you very religious, very philosophical, very respectful to other cultures and religion. Of course, if it's debilitated, it can make you a fanatic, right? Everything depends on the placement, whether it's debilitated, neutral, in friendly sign, or in bad placement, okay? If you have Mercury, this means that you love education, you love teaching, you love preaching. This is the house of preaching too, and teaching. Teachers, preachers, priests, you can see from this house too. Mercury is intelligent planet and it's in the house of education. This may mean a big success in education, in the higher education. You will be able to communicate with every kind of person. Mars here can create fanatics in religion and philosophy. Your belief system will be very strong, and you can be very judgmental about other cultures, religions, belief systems. If you have Saturn, this can bring a lot of issues with father, a lot of issues with education and teachers, at least at the beginning of your life. If you have Venus, this can means education related with, why not something artistic, movies, cinema, laws, court. You can become judge because Venus is the ruler of Libra. Markets too, judges, lawyers, everything related to court. You can have such education. Venus can make you very good economic too, because ninth house is international, is long distance traveling, and this can bring international markets in your life, or you can become an expert in the international markets. Of course, Venus is both sides, very artistic and very business oriented in the same time. So depending on your chart, you can become many things. Okay. If we have here Rahu, this can bring, for sure you have to travel a lot, for sure you need to face people from different parts of the world. You should travel, you should meet different cultures, different belief systems, different religions. These are people who, for example, you are born as Muslim and you can become a Buddhist, or you're born as Christian and you can become Muslim, something like that. Be careful here, because Rahu creates fanatics sometimes if it's so badly placed. Ketu is the same, very spiritual person, very religious person. Depending on the sign, you can become monk, you can become a nun, you can go and live in ashrams. Of course, depending on your chart and everything in the chart, but this is a person who is detached from the father, detached from. You can become detached from education, and you need religion. You need isolation through religion. Okay? If you have, did I say everything? Jupiter here. This is the karka of the house. So when the karka is in the house of its own house, this means that there will be some kind of issues with the father, issues with education, issues with your belief system, and in time, everything will get better. Jupiter can bring this type of issues, as I told you, but it will aspect the ascendant, and with its fifth aspect, this means it will bring luck and optimism in your life. Uranus, the outer planets now. Uranus, very different father, very different teacher, very different. You can be rebellious to the religions. You can reject the religion and the religious system, and you will want to create your own. Neptune here can give you very good education in, for example, in photography, in cinema and artistic related fields. Neptune here can create issues with the father too. And Pluto here can bring transformations of your religion system, transformation of your belief system. Many times you're gonna change yourself. You change your inner world, your inner beliefs. So Pluto here can create problems with the father too. So now the game. So now what will happen, you tell me, what will happen if the Lord of the 9th house is in the 6th house? You can pause the video, and with one sentence, just generally speaking, you can write your suggestion. Do it now. Okay, the Lord of the 9th house is in the 6th house. If it's good placed, if it's in a good placement, this can bring very high ethics, working ethics, and very nice colleagues. But this can and nice daily routine life, which is full with optimism, which is full with luck and virtues. Of course, if it's badly placed, this can bring a lot of issues with your colleagues, with your father, with your belief system, and all of your colleagues, all of your people that you meet in your daily life will confront you, your daily your belief, your religion, and you will feel attacked all the time. This is one of the options. For example, if the Lord of the 9th house is in the 3rd house, this means that you'll be a great communicator, because you'll be able to communicate. 3rd house is the low communication, 9th house is the higher communication. So you'll be able to speak with everybody. You will be the best communicator, the best. You will know how to. You'll be like a chameleon is the word, right? Chameleon. And you change your color depending on the persons and your audience. Very good. You're very good in selling, in media, in marketing, PR, teaching, preaching. You'll be able to control everybody. Of course, if the Lord of the 9th house is well placed in the 3rd house, and of course you can create a great business through communication, media, knowledge, education. So this is my explanation for the 9th house. Next video is the 10th house, the house of the career. See you soon.